Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to your Venus Trine Jupiter astrology predictions. I was kind of tired of the month of August and some aspects in the month of September that were negative, so I'm like, let's please focus on something good. And this aspect that we have between Venus and Jupiter coming together in a trine in the air signs can really bring some peace and some positivity or good things in our lives in the areas that are ruled by Jupiter and Libra. So I thought it's the time to speak some positivity. And I'm generally a very positive person, so I feel at home now with this video. But the transit between these two planets, the trine is exact on September 15. However, the energies can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. The planets are sitting at 20 degrees. Venus is sitting at 20 degrees in the sign of Libra and is very strong. It is in its own house. But Jupiter is sitting at 20 degrees in the sign of Gemini. So I hope that a lot of you are going to get some good things out of this transit. Please let me know in the comments if you do. And without further ado, let's start with 12 zodiac signs. Hello dear Aries, Aries Suns, Moons and Risings. Welcome to your Venus Trine Jupiter astrology prediction for the 12 zodiac signs. Aries, on September 15, we have Venus and Jupiter, the two benefics, coming together in a very positive aspect with each other. They are sitting in the signs of Libra and the sign of Gemini at 20 degrees and 23 minutes. Venus is sitting in your 7th house, which means that it's sitting in an angular house and can really bring pleasant surprises, pleasant experiences in all areas of your life. Venus here can talk about coming across as more pleasant to be around, being able to build and create more pleasant relationships with other people, especially because Venus is sitting in your 7th house. This can also talk about coming into good terms with a partner, which could be a romantic or a business partner. It can also talk about being able to have the financial resources to get in some kind of agreement, in some kind of contract during this time. That is because Venus rules also your 2nd house, which is the house of personal finances. So for a lot of you, you can finally again have the opportunity to get in some type of agreement that makes you feel comfortable in your finances. Or it could be that you are buying a gift, something something beautiful for a partner, or it could be that they're doing the same thing for you. And for you, Aries, Venus again is sitting in the 7th house, which is triggering your 1st house of your personality, your identity, your physical body. So it could be that you are putting a lot of attention to beautify your physical body, to maybe buy a few things to enrich your wardrobe, your closet, so that you can look more beautiful, more appealing to the other people. And Venus here is also triggering your 4th and your 10th house. So it could be that you may have topics, conversations associated with personal finances when it comes to your dynamics at home, with your family members. Or it could be that you may be talking about a raise, about earning more money with an authority figure during this time. But Venus here is quite strong. Venus here feels very comfortable in the sign of Libra. It rules the sign of Libra. And so this is very, very positive for a lot of you. And with Venus being in an angular house, again, it could bring beautiful, pleasant surprises in different areas of your life. Now, as I mentioned, Venus is creating a positive aspect to Jupiter, which is sitting in your 3rd house. And Jupiter wants you to expand when it comes to the way how you communicate with other people, come across as more wise, wiser, come across as more knowledgeable and more mature to other people. And this transit over here can definitely give you what Jupiter is asking you to do, because you now have the capacity and the skills to be a good communicator, and you can now create and form those relationships, those partnerships that you want with other people with this transit. Venus also rules your ninth house of belief systems. So it could be that you may be talking with a partner about your belief systems, coming together on the same page, feeling comfortable in expressing maybe even your differences, but feeling comfortable and feeling pleasant in doing so. You are quite excited to expand your horizons and your knowledge during this time. The ninth house that Jupiter rules is also the house of foreign languages. So it could be that you may be talking on a foreign language or learning a foreign language so that you can connect with somebody on one-on-one. You can build some type of relationship with someone in your life. And you may be doing so behind the scenes because Jupiter also rules your 12th house of privacy, of behind the scenes. It could also be that you may be talking about some legal matters with a partner, or entering some kind of legal agreement or partnership with somebody during this transit. But again, that is on the positive side, that could bring something positive into your life. Topics of sexuality also can come up with this transit. Venus is also a planet of pleasure, so it could be that a lot of you are having this kind of conversations or this kind of connections with a romantic partner, if you happen to have one. Venus is also the planet of money and finances, so topics associated with that could also come up during this transit, where you want to spend more money with a partner, have fun together, experience some pleasure in whatever you define pleasure as, but spending some money with them, having some fun, going somewhere together. The third house where Jupiter is sitting on is also the house of a small business. So if you happen to have a small business, then with a partner especially, it could be that they could be helping you financially or supporting you in this endeavor, in this thing that you want to take on. The third house is also the house of short distance travel, where Jupiter is sitting on. And so it could be that you go on a short distance travel with a romantic partner. Together you may be going somewhere, having a cute trip together that can turn out very fun, very pleasant. You can, have a beautiful, beautiful time together during this time. It could also be for others of you Aries, that a partner really helps you strengthen your self-confidence. This partner can make you feel beautiful, attractive, sexy, because Venus also rules your second house of self-worth. But this is a beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful energy. Make sure to take advantage of it, because trines are very subtle in nature. The energy flows so easily that sometimes we don't do anything, to get the best out of this. But if we take action, though, things are lighter and they can come to us in an easier way. So make sure to take action for this transit. But this is what I have for you, Aries. If you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe. Hello dear Taurus, suns, moons and risings. Welcome to your Venus, Trine, Jupiter astrology prediction for the 12 zodiac signs. Tauruses, on September 15, we have Venus and Jupiter coming together in a positive aspect between each other. They are coming together in a trine. The energy is happening exactly on September 15, but it can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. These two planets are sitting in 20 degrees. Venus is sitting at 20 degrees in the sign of Libra in your 6th house, and Jupiter is sitting at 20 degrees in Gemini in your 2nd house. I really, really love this aspect. This can talk about coming across as more pleasant, more joyful to be around, especially at work, if you have a job. During this time, you can build some beautiful, pleasant, positive relationships with your coworkers. You can get along with them. You can feel quite, excited to be around them. But you can also learn a lot from them during this transit, because Jupiter is the planet of teaching, is the planet of wisdom, and it's creating a positive, easy aspect to Venus in the 6th house. This can also talk about having the opportunity to start at a new job, to have a new career for yourself, to where you feel comfortable, you feel like this is the place, it brings you joy, it makes you happy. And that is because Venus is your ruler, is your first house ruler. So the odds are that for a lot of you, that your attention can really be in the sixth house matters during this month, but also during this transit. And Venus here again is bringing feelings of joy, feelings of pleasantness. This can also talk about receiving financial rewards with this transit, especially because Jupiter is sitting in your second house of personal finances. You can make more money during this time. You are more prone to receiving it. You are making the right manifestations, the right affirmations that make you be receptive and to respond to financial abundance during this time. This can also talk about increased self-confidence, especially when you interact with people on a daily basis. And that is because Jupiter is in your second house of self-worth, self-confidence, and is giving you that support so that you can create the right interactions with people on a daily basis, at your work, at your job, but also when you run your errands, when you do things for yourself. Venus is also the ruler of the sixth house, where it's sitting on, which is the house of your physical health, of your daily routines, and also the workout routines that you do, things that you do to take care of your physical health. And for a lot of you, you may start some type of routine, daily routine that takes care of your physical body, to where you beautify it. You come across as more attractive, more sensual, more beautiful with Venus being here, but doing so on a daily basis. So this is quite powerful. As soon as you step out of your house, people can look at you, they can turn their heads and be impressed by your beauty. And you're a Taurus rising, so you're generally very beautiful. But having these routines in place with this transit can also talk about coming across as more attractive, as more beautiful, and to where it increases your self-confidence with Jupiter in the second house, to where you feel more, beautiful within yourself also. And beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, so it really matters on the way how you feel on the inside about you, that it shows up on the outside. And Jupiter in the second house is really working on improving and strengthening your self-confidence, so that you can come across more beautiful, again, more sensual in the eyes of other people. And you may be implementing routines that take care of your skin, that take care of your hair, in the things that you eat. Also, you may also eat more things that give you a joy with this transit, with Jupiter being the second house of what we eat, and Venus in the sixth house of physical health. You could eat things that make you happier, but also benefit your physical health. I absolutely love this is wonderful. Jupiter rules your eighth house, so there could be a partner here that helps you financially to go about your daily routines, to run your daily errands. Or it could be that there's a partner that helps you financially to boost your self-worth. Maybe they buy something for you, or they give you this financial support, so that it makes you feel more confident within yourself, to be able to go about your daily routines, to embark on this new journey, on this new job that you may have, or to build relationships with people that you have around you on your daily basis. The eighth house is also the house of our fears, traumas, self-sabotaging patterns. And so it could be that you are working towards them with this transit, to where you strengthen your self-worth by removing your fears, healing from them, and rising above them with this transit. Jupiter also rules your 11th house. So for a lot of you Tauruses, you can achieve some kind of financial rewards that you have been always wanting to by implementing daily routines that support this. It could be that you are achieving that those financial results, or financial level, income that you may have during this transit with this beautiful aspect. The 11th house is also the house of friends, friendships, acquaintances, networks. So it could be that you're finally connecting on a daily basis with your friends with this transit, and creating some pleasant encounters with them, spending more time with them together, meeting more often with Venus on the 6th house of routines, of things that we do on a daily basis. overall speaking, I love this transit. This is a very positive one. But please make sure to take action during this time. The energy of a trine is very subtle. The energy flows very easily. So in order for us to get results out of this, we need to take action. So whatever you want to focus on, in your 6th and 2nd house matters, make sure to take action with this transit. Please let me know in the comments, Tauruses, how things are going for you, and if you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe. Hello dear Geminis, Gemini suns, moons and risings. Welcome to your Venus trine Jupiter astrology prediction for the 12 zodiac signs. Geminis, on September 15, 3 days before, 3 days after, we're going to have Venus trine Jupiter, and Venus is sitting at 20 degrees in the sign of Libra in your 5th house. Jupiter is sitting in your 1st house at 20 degrees, and they're creating this beautiful trine, beautiful aspect, positive aspect between each other. And I absolutely love this for you, Geminis. That is because Venus is sitting in the house of joy for you. It's making you feel very joyful, very hopeful, very excited for the future, very excited about life. The 5th house is the house of being grateful about life in general, being happy for no reason. And Venus here is going to make you feel very excited, very joyful. And Jupiter in the 1st house is giving you that optimism, that excitement, that positivity about yourself, about your life. I absolutely love this for you. This can also talk about coming across as very sensual, very beautiful, good looking, attractive, sexy to the people that you may have romantic feelings towards. The 5th house is the house of romance, is the house of people that we date. So this can talk about having some beautiful interactions with people that you may feel attracted to, but these could be people that are beautiful, that are good looking, that are even wealthy and also pleasant to be around. So you can attract somebody that's pretty good for you with this transit, Geminis. You may also come across as very wise and pleasant to be around, somebody that is abundant and very excitable to be around with this transit. The 5th house is also the house of children, so it could be that something beautiful happens in the life of a child that also affects you. It affects your identity, your personality, who you are as a person. A child can make you feel really proud during this time. It may do something that just brings you a lot of joy and makes you be proud of them. You identify a bit differently now because of this child. It really boosts your confidence and makes you feel very proud of them. The 5th house is also the house of hobbies, of the skills that we have. So it could be that you are beautifying something that you create yourself. You are maybe even putting some finances into developing it, or spending some money into developing this skill or this artistic ability for yourself. And again, this boosts your self-confidence. It makes you come across as more abundant, wiser, more intelligent to other people. The 5th house is also the house of fun and entertainment. So for a lot of you Geminis, you can just go out there, have fun, enjoy life. And again, it makes you really happy in your identity, in your personality. The 5th house is hitting across from the 11th house of friends and acquaintances. So for some of you, it could also be that you have some pleasant encounters with acquaintances to where they see that you are, again, very happy, beautiful, attractive with this transit. This is absolutely beautiful. And Venus here is very strong. Venus rules your 5th house. It is in its domicile. It rules a sign of Libra. So again, very positive experiences should come for a lot of you Geminis, generally speaking. Okay, this is a general reading. I cannot see your personal charts, but generally speaking, for a lot of you, this transit can bring some pleasantness. Venus also rules your 12th house, so it can talk about getting more private with a romantic partner, maybe even spending more time in the bedroom together, or just spending more time on privacy, going on a vacation together to get to know each other. This can also talk about a child who achieves something behind the scenes and it makes you really happy. It could even bring some financial rewards for some of you Libras. This can also talk about interactions that you may be doing with people of different backgrounds, with people that come from different social levels. This can also bring some pleasant encounters with them. Now, for others of you Libras, Jupiter rules your 7th house of partnerships. It also rules your career. So this is quite positive for you. You may really have a partner that supports you when it comes to developing a creative, artistic ability that you have, or just a creative ability in general, a hobby that you may have. There's a partner here that is supporting you, and it really helps you again in your self-confidence, in the way how you come across to others, and the way how your personality is. It could also be that you have some type of agreement, some type of contract that helps you develop this hobby or artistic ability and makes you quite excited, quite happy about life right now. It can also talk that there is something that makes you feel very happy, but it also reflects onto other people, because Jupiter, the ruler of your 10th house, is the ruler of your most visible house. So for some of you, this joy, this excitement, this happiness, maybe this vacation that you're having, or this pleasantness that you're having in general about life during this time, comes into the eyes of other people. It's very visible. Other people see it. Maybe you post it on social media. Maybe you spend time with friends, and they tell each other about it. You come across very happy, very pleasant. It could be very visible for a lot of you Geminis. But I absolutely love this for you. I think this transit is very, very beautiful. This is what I have for you for this transit. Please let me know in the comments how things are going for you. And if you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe. Hello, dear Cancers, Cancer Suns, Moons, and Risings. Welcome to your Venus, Trine, Jupiter astrology prediction. Cancers, these two planets are coming together in a beautiful positive trine between each other exactly on September 15, but the energy can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. For some of you Cancers, this can talk about relocation, going into a place that makes you feel very happy, but could also be a bit far away, a bit distant from the place that you are currently living on. Obviously, that's the case for some of you, but definitely could be a scenario. And that is because Venus is sitting at 20 degrees in Libra in your 4th house, and Jupiter is sitting at 20 degrees in Gemini in your 12th house. The 4th house rules the place of residence, and the 12th house rules faraway lands. So that's why for some of you Cancers, you may be relocating, going somewhere that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel excited about life, gives you optimism and joy during this transit. Venus here is very strong, very powerful. It is in its domicile. It rules the sign of Libra. It rules your 4th house. So it can be very strong, but also very beautiful and a pleasant experience for a lot of you Cancers. The 4th house is also the house of emotions, of our inner world. And with Venus being here, it can talk about just feeling optimistic about life, being joyful about life, feeling pleasant, feeling at home, feeling just, fulfilled, even though, not as many things are happening. But Venus here brings pure joy. And with Jupiter in the 12th house, it can be that for a lot of you Cancer, you're leaning on creating beautiful relationship with the Creator, with God, with the universe, and with life in itself. For a lot of you, you may be surrendering more and accepting life for what it is, and this can really bring a lot of joy for a lot of you Cancers. The 4th house is also the house of our parents. So it could be that something pleasant happens in their life that could be behind the scenes, that makes you happy, brings you joy, brings more optimism into your life. The 4th house is also the house of ancestry, of our ancestors, the people that came before us. So for a lot of you, you may even discover something about your ancestors, or you can simply connect with them, with Jupiter in the 12th house of other dimensions. You can create with them, or at least connect in a peaceful way with your ancestors. That brings you joy, brings you optimism about life, and makes you understand, their circumstances more, gives you a bigger picture of their life that also affects you in your inner world, but in a positive way with this transit. As I mentioned, the 4th house is also the house of residence, so it could be that you may be beautifying your home during this time, making it more pleasant to the eye, making it a place that you feel joyful, you feel happy, and doing so behind the scenes, not really telling people about it, but it makes you feel very excited again about life. And the 4th house is also the house of making money from your home environment, with Venus being here. So for a lot of you Cancers, you may be earning money from home, doing so behind the scenes, kind of hidden from other people, or you could be earning money from people in different countries, from faraway lands during this time. That makes you, get some financial rewards with this transit. And Venus also rules your 11th house of long-term dreams and goals for the future. So for a lot of you, you may be earning this amount of money that you have always wanted to. You have some kind of wish fulfillment coming here. And for others of you, it can talk about beautifying your home in a way that you have always wanted to, having some kind of wish fulfillment in your residence, in your house, where you live in. It could also be that a parent has a wish fulfilled with this transit, to where they accomplish something behind the scenes, again, that makes you feel very happy about them, very joyful, very excited. The 11th house is also the house of friends that Venus rules. So it could be that for some of you, you are inviting your friends in your home, having some pleasant encounters with them, enjoying some time together, spending some time together. They could even bring you gifts for one reason or another during this transit, but again, there are pleasant experiences happening here, and you may feel very happy in your inner world with this transit. Jupiter rules your 6th house, and it could be that for a lot of you, you may try to take care of your physical body, but doing so behind the scenes with this transit, maybe in the comfort of your home. Maybe you're changing your diet, you're even having good foods that bring you joy, but also are healthy and take care of your physical body. You may also do workout routines with this transit from the comfort of your home, hidden from other people, kind of behind the scenes. Maybe even going to the gym, but doing so by yourself, to where you don't really tell people about it, and you may be doing so that you feel happy within yourself, you feel comfortable within yourself, with Venus being in the 4th house of emotions. Jupiter also rules your 9th house. So for some of you Cancers, it could be that you're expanding your horizons, but again, doing so behind the scenes. You are even creating a better relationship again with the Creator, with God, with different dimensions. You are expanding your knowledge about life, but doing so behind the scenes, even with a lot of research work, with reading, and you are finding things that make you appreciate life more, make you more joyful about yourself. The 9th house is also the house of foreign languages, of legal matters. So it could be that you may have some more positive experiences with legal matters, with international travels even. For some of you Cancers, actually, you may have the opportunity to travel abroad with a family member, or it could be that you are traveling abroad by yourself, but it gives you that inner satisfaction, that happiness within yourself. So there's definitely a possibility for some of you to travel somewhere with this transit. And this is very positive. I absolutely love this. We're finally having some beautiful aspects after the month of August, and the beginning of September with this transit. But please let me know in the comments how things are going for you Cancers. And if you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe. Hello Leos, Leo suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to your Venus, Trine, Jupiter astrology prediction for the 12 zodiac signs. Leos, on September 15, we have Venus and Jupiter, the two benefics, coming in a beautiful positive aspect between each other. The energy is exact on September 15, however, it can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. Venus is sitting at 20 degrees in the sign of Libra in your 3rd house, and Jupiter in Gemini in your 11th house. This can talk about some wonderful opportunities for a lot of you Leos to have some beautiful interactions with your friends, to kind of be on the same page with them, to know what to say so that you can create a pleasant, positive experience with them. This can talk about the opportunity to expand in your friendship circles, in your group of friends, to get to know more people, to do more networking, but feeling very comfortable and very pleasant to do so. You may come across as very joyful and somebody who is interesting, who is also good looking, and just a pleasure to be around with this transit. Venus in the 3rd house can also talk about you improving your thoughts, the way how you think about yourself, your thinking process, the way how you talk to yourself, in a way that realigns you with your long-term dreams and goals for the future. And that is because Jupiter is sitting in the 11th house that rules these things. This can also talk about having improved relationships with your siblings, especially with younger siblings if you have some, with this transit, to where you spend more time together, you enjoy yourself, you enjoy the time that you can get to know each other more, but also do so in a very happy way, in a way that strengthens your relationship with each other. The 3rd house is also the house of small business, if you happen to have one, and this can bring the opportunity to expand in your business, come across as more wealthy, as more pleasant, as more kind to your clients, in a way that maybe you have always been wanting to do. You have always wanted to achieve this kind of goal when it comes to your small business. If you are in the sales industry, in marketing, in writing and publishing, then this transit can talk about achieving some type of long-term dream and goal that you may have had in your industry, at your work, in your business, that makes you feel joyful, that turns the page more on the positive side with this transit. Venus is quite strong here. It rules this house for you. It is in the sign of Libra in its domicile, so it is pretty strong. You may have some positive encounters with all of your 3rd house matters during this transit. Venus also rules your 10th house of career and public reputation, so you may receive or give some news that is positive with this transit that really helps you in your career. It helps you in your public reputation, public status also. This can also indicate that you may have some positive communication with authority figures, with people that are important in your life, that can help you in your career, in your public reputation, and your public status. Jupiter rules your 5th house, and I mentioned earlier that this transit can indicate that you may just spend a lot of time with friends, having fun, enjoying yourselves, because the 5th house that Jupiter rules is the house of entertainment, and Jupiter is sitting in the 11th house of friends and acquaintances. So you may have positive encounters while having fun, going out with friends, enjoying the time with them. This is so nice. I really like it. The 5th house is also the house of romantic partners, people that we flirt with, that we date, that Jupiter rules. So this can indicate that you may finally be able to catch the attention of somebody that you have been interested in. With this transit, you can find the right word. You can be more flirtatious with Venus in the 3rd. You can be more attractive, say those nice and sweet words to them, to where you catch their attention and kind of achieve your goal with, Jupiter being in the 11th house of goals. If you happen to have kids, then you can have some kind of positive communication with them with this transit, to where it strengthens your relationship, you come on the same page, things get better between you two, or simply you receive some communication associated with a long-term dream and goal that you or your child may have had for their life, and now you receive this pleasant news that makes you happy, that makes you excited. Jupiter also rules your 8th house for you Leos, and this can indicate that you may receive communication that is positive, associated with taxes, associated with shared resources that you may have with a partner or with a family member during this time, or it could only be that you decide to deal with some self-sabotaging patterns and fears that you may have at the subconscious level with this transit, because Venus in the 3rd house is really helping you maintain a positive mindset about life, about your daily life, things that you have to do for yourself. And lastly, the 3rd house where Venus is sitting on is also the house of short distance travel. So for some of you, you may really be able to go on a trip with your friends that you've always wanted to do, in a short distance one that gives you joy, gives you pleasantness, and you really enjoy your time. Venus is also the planet of financial rewards, so you can receive financial rewards during this time that align with your goals that you've been expecting or you've been wanting to do through your small business or through the industry of writing, publishing, digital marketing, things like that. You can definitely have some kind of rewards with this transit also. But this is what I have for you Leos for this transit. Please let me know in the comments how things are going for you, and if you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe. Hello dear Virgos, Virgo suns, moons and risings. Welcome to your Venus trine Jupiter astrology predictions. Virgos, we have the exact aspect between the two benefics on September 15. However, you may feel the energy 3 days before and 3 days after. And Venus is sitting at 20 degrees in Libra in your 2nd house, and Jupiter is sitting in Gemini at 20 degrees in your 10th house. I think this is a very important transit for you Virgos. You may definitely receive some kind of rewards, acknowledgement and spotlight in your career, with authority figures also, in a way that could even increase your income. You could get a raise with this transit, or if you don't, then this can talk about increased self-confidence, being able to express yourself freely in your career in a way that you look very expansive, you look wise, and also kind with this transit. This can really also talk about expansion in your public reputation if you don't have a job, if you don't work, in your public status. Because of increased confidence, you may just be able to feel more comfortable expressing yourself freely when it comes to your public reputation and in the way how other people know you and see you. But for a lot of you Virgos, this can definitely talk about being on the right track to receive some kind of raise and some kind of acknowledge at your job and your career. And obviously this is a general reading. You'd have to look at your personal chart if this is possible, but could be a scenario for some of you. Venus is very strong here in the 2nd house. It is in its domicile. It rules the sign of Libra. So you may definitely have some kind of financial reward that comes to you during this transit. It could also be that maybe you receive some kind of financial reward because of your status, because other people know you. It could be that somebody gives you a gift that again boosts your self-confidence, makes you feel more comfortable with yourself. The 2nd house where Venus is sitting on is also the talents that we are born with. And so this can talk about beautifying them, investing on them financially so that you can expand them, you can grow them, you can expand your reputation that you have when it comes to them, to where you're known in a certain way into the public. But if you happen to do so, then the recognition is quite positive and quite possible. People may recognize your talents and kind of talk to other people about them. You know, this is about bringing you into spotlight because of your talents, because of your skill set that you are born with. The second house is also the house of possessions. So for some of you, you may spend more money during this time to increase your possessions, to have more things, to elevate your public status, to make you look wealthier and more abundant in the eyes of other people also. And this can also talk about having improved belief system also, because Venus, besides ruling your second house where it is so strong right now, it also rules your ninth house of belief system. So it could be that you're using your belief systems, your knowledge, your research work to increase your income, to increase your finances, to increase and boost your self-confidence also. The ninth house that Venus rules is also the house of international travels, foreign travels. So it could be that you may be spending time or spending money to go somewhere abroad in the future, to go in a place that gives you joy, that again somehow elevates your status, it changes your status, it changes the way how other people view you. You may also use foreign languages at this time to increase your income, your personal income, to make more money. Or it could be that there is a mentor here, somebody that mentors you and counsels you and advises you in how to increase your income or how to boost your self-confidence if you're working towards this. But anything that you do during this time is going to have a positive impact on your public status, on the way how other people see you. They may be able to see the glow that you may receive during this time, during these days, and they may like that. People may think that you are very abundant, very wise, very smart, very kind, and successful in a way also, with Jupiter transiting your 10th house. This is a very important for you, Virgos, a very important transit, because Jupiter is the ruler of your 4th and 7th houses, which are angular houses, and it's sitting in the 10th house, which is also an angular house. So you can really receive benefits in all areas of your life with this transit. It could be that maybe there is a family member that has all of this positive aspects in their life, and it somehow influences you and the way how you're seen from other people. It could also be that you feel confident and comfortable in your emotional world in a way that it benefits your career, public reputation, and how other people see you and know you. It could also be that for some of you Virgos, there is a partner that supports you in this. There is a partner that receives public acknowledgement, and this way it also boosts your self-confidence. It also makes you spend more money, maybe to buy them a gift, or to where they buy you a gift, or to where you increase your possessions. You buy more things together to kind of celebrate also for this positive news that you may receive or your partner may receive. The 7th house that Jupiter rules can also talk about contracts and agreements that are in place. So this could indicate that there is some agreement, contract put in place here that increases your income and elevates your status also with this transit. I really like this for you, Virgos. I really hope that it manifests in a very positive way for you. But one last thing before I go. Jupiter also rules your 4th house of real estate where you live in. And so it could indicate that you may be spending some time to beautify your home, to beautify your surroundings, but doing so again in a way that elevates your status and makes you look more wealthy. You're turning your place of residence into a place of comfort with this transit, and other people see it. So I really like this for you. Please let me know in the comments how things are going for you, and if you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe. Hello dear Libras, Libra Suns, Moons and Risings. Welcome to your Venus Trine Jupiter astrology prediction. On September 15, we have the exact trine between Venus and Jupiter. However, the effects of this day can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. But Venus is sitting in your sign, Libras. Venus is your ruler, is sitting in your 1st house at 20 degrees, and it's creating this beautiful aspect to Jupiter, which is sitting at 20 degrees in Gemini in your ninth house. This can talk about having maybe a mentor, an advisor, somebody that consults you, somebody that gives you good advice, that boosts your self-confidence and affects your personality in a positive way. You can come across as more attractive, more beautiful, more good-looking, more sexy, more pleasant to be around with this transit. Venus is quite strong in your sign. It is in your first house. So you are the star. You could be the person that just looks magnificent, that looks so beautiful during this transit. But Jupiter in the 9th house is trying to expand your horizons, to expand your knowledge, to help you do the right research on certain things that gives you wisdom and also strength when it comes to your belief systems, when it comes to the way how you look at the world. And with this transit, this expansion in your 9th house affects your personality, affects your identity, but in a positive way. To maybe you understand how you need to come across to other people and how you need to present yourself in your physical body, in the way how you dress, in the way how you look. And usually you're pretty good at that because you're a Libra, you're ruled by Venus. But this transit can enhance this even more. You can have some pleasant experiences with people that are professionals in this industry that can help you beautify your body even more with this transit. The 9th house is also the house of foreign travels, of interacting with foreigners. So it could be that some interaction that you have with them somehow helps you in your personality. It improves your personality. It makes you come across as more magnetic, more pleasant, and you can expand in your communications and relationships with these people because of that, because you are coming across as somebody who is very pleasant, who is very friendly. You're basically a relationship expert, and with this transit that is highlighted, you can be able to create more pleasant one-on-one relationships with other people and be able to connect them in a very positive way. And that is also because Venus is in an angular house in the first house, and it triggers the 7th house on one-on-one relationships with other people. So you can have very positive encounters during these few days. The 9th house where Venus is sitting on where Jupiter is sitting on is also the house of legal matters, and it could be that something positive happens in that department that affects your personality and boosts your self-confidence also. Now, for others of you Libras, you can just do a lot of research work when it comes to beautifying your physical body, when it comes to plastic surgeries, to tattoos, anything that you can do to your physical body. You may be doing a lot of research and coming into a conclusion that, you know, there could be a certain route that you need to take, and you have some kind of positive results associated with it. Venus also rules your 8th house, which is associated with self-sabotaging patterns and fears. And it could be that there is a mentor here, somebody that advises you to remove those fears and self-sabotaging patterns for yourself, so that you can come across as more of a pleasant person when you interact with others. The 8th house is also the house of surgeries, plastic surgeries also. So it could definitely be that for some of you Libras, you may have something that beautifies your body, have some kind of, surgery or interaction with a doctor to where you make some changes to your physical body. Jupiter rules your 3rd and 6th houses. The 6th house is the house of your health also. So there definitely could be a scenario when it comes to doing something with your body during this time. The 3rd house that Jupiter rules is also the house of communications. You can receive some news, especially from foreign lands, from foreigners, foreign people, that makes you happy, that expands your horizons, increases your knowledge. And it also affects you in your identity and who you are as a person, but in a positive way during this transit. It could also be that a younger sibling has something positive happening in their life, and they let you know about it, and this kind of opens a new window, a new door for you when it comes to your knowledge and your belief system in the world. There could also be daily errands that you need to run with this transit that somehow increase your knowledge in a few things, and you're able to resolve if you have any conflict, because of Venus in the first house, giving those positive vibes to other people, the positive message to other people, even in your in the way how you talk and the way how you present yourself. Venus here could be really blessing you to have the right interactions with people on a daily basis, to where you get the best out of these interactions and they benefit you in one way or another. So I really love this transit for you, Libras. Also, one more thing, Jupiter in the ninth house can also talk about positive karma. The ninth house in in ancient astrology is the house of good deeds, is the house of good karma. So it could be that because of the good karma that you're receiving, you are being blessed in your physical body, you're being blessed in your identity, who you are as a person with this transit. So keep that in mind. If you've done something good in the past, it's coming to you in a different way during this time. But please let me know in the comments for you, Libras, how things are going for you. And if you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe. Hello, dear Scorpio, Scorpio suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to your Venus trine Jupiter astrology prediction. These two planets are coming together in a beautiful trine on September 15 exactly, but the energy can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. And this is happening between your 12th and 8th house. Venus is sitting at 20 degrees in the sign of Libra in your 12th house, and Jupiter at 20 degrees in the sign of Gemini in your 8th house. This can talk about wonderful opportunities for some of you Scorpios to expand in your shared resources, but doing so behind the scenes. You may have a partner that maybe gets a raise, that gets more income coming through, that increases the resources that you have shared together, or it could be a family member, anybody that you are sharing your resources with. This can also talk about expansion when it comes to investments that you may have, or receiving financial rewards through investments that you do in other people's money. The 8th house that Jupiter is sitting on is looking to expand on your healing abilities when it comes to self-sabotaging patterns, fears, and traumas that you may have in the past. And Venus in the 12th house, which is very strong, it is in its own sign, it rules the sign of Libra, is giving you the opportunity to rely on religion, to rely on spirituality, on the Creator, on God, the universe, maybe through prayer, maybe through spiritual routines, to be able to heal yourself from certain traumas and difficult situations that may have happened in the past. And so this trine between the two benefics is giving you the strength, but also the peace that you need to have within you to come to also to peace with reality, and how certain traumas have been before in your life, so that you can heal from them and you can enjoy your life a little bit more during this time. The 8th house, where Jupiter is sitting on, is also the house of other people's money. So if you are in any industries that deals with other people's money, such as a financial advisor, a consultant, an advisor of any kind, that you advise somebody else on their finances, then this gives you the opportunity to have some kind of a pleasant experience, maybe with clients behind the scenes in private rooms, to build some kind of relationships with them, but in a way to where you expand your clientele. You have more clients coming in, and in this way it also gives you financial rewards also, because let's not forget, Venus is financial planet. It gives you finances, financial rewards, but behind the scenes in the 12th house. The 12th house where Venus is sitting on is also the house of foreign travels, of like foreign lands. So for some of you Scorpios, you may have the opportunity to go somewhere very far, kind of on a vacation, maybe using shared resources with Jupiter in the 8th house to go in this pleasant trip to where you can have fun, you can enjoy yourself. And for some of you, you may be very well doing so with a partner or with a family member that you share your resources with. Venus, as I said, rules your 12th house. It is very strong here, but it also rules your 7th house of partnerships and collaborations and agreements. So again, you may spend some more time with a romantic partner, somewhere abroad, go on a vacation together, kind of spend more time together. It can also talk about spending more time in the bedroom with the 8th house activation also and 12th house activation, to where you explore a bit more with your partner and you both come across as more attractive, more sexual, more fiery. You can definitely do that with this transit. And as I said, Venus rules the 7th house of collaborations, of agreements. So it could be that you're entering an agreement during this time behind the scenes that helps you in your shared resources and shared finances. It helps you expand in those. Or if you deal with other people's money on one way or another, then you can gain a client during this time through a collaboration, through a partnership, through an agreement that you can come through together during this time. Now, Jupiter rules your 2nd house and it also rules your 5th house. So for some of you Scorpios, it could be that you could be the one that is receiving more finances also. For some of you, with Jupiter being the 2nd house ruler in the 8th house, it could be that you are increasing your personal income, and that way you're also expanding your shared resources that you have with a partner or that you have with a family member. It could also be that during this time you feel more confident about yourself, and that way that helps you heal from different fears or insecurities that you may have had. This transit could be excellent, for boosting your self-confidence. And Jupiter also rules your 5th house of creativity. So it could be that for some of you, you're using your creativity to expand in your shared resources to make more money with a partner or with a family member. Or it could be that maybe even a child is helping you, if you have children, to expand your shared resources to make more money, or simply helping you heal from traumas of the past. You're finding that peace in your child that you've always needed, that light, that love, that pure love with Venus in the 12th house. Naturally Venus is exalted in the 12th house, but in the sign of Pisces. But this time for you, it's in the sign of Libra. So Venus here is quite strong, quite powerful for a lot of you Scorpios. But I definitely love this transit. Please remember that trines have this subtle energy, this easy flow of energy. So if you want to get benefits out of it, you need to take action. If you want to expand in your 8th house matters, you need to take action. And if you want to have this amazing pleasantness, behind the scenes and in the bedroom or in a vacation, or simply, with projects that you're doing privately, then definitely take action with this transit. But I wish you the best of luck, Scorpios, and please let me know in the comments how things are going for you. And if you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe. Hello Sagittarius, suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to your Venus trine Jupiter astrology predictions. Sagittarius, the two benefics of the sky are coming together in a beautiful trine between the signs of Libra and Gemini on September 15, but the energy can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. And Venus is sitting at 20 degrees in this sign, in Libra, in your 11th house, and Jupiter is sitting also at 20 degrees in the sign of Gemini in your 7th house. This is a wonderful, positive energy for a lot of you Sagittariuses. This can talk about entering a partnership that could be a romantic partnership or a business partnership that you have always wanted to. This is like wish fulfillment for a lot of you. And that is because Venus is in the 11th house of long-term dreams and goals, of wishes, and is very, very strong. It is in its domicile. It rules the sign of Libra. And Jupiter wants you to expand in your 7th house matters. So for a lot of you, this can indicate that during this time, again, you have the opportunity to start a beautiful, wish-fulfilling partnership that makes you feel, very happy, makes you feel like you have achieved an important goal in your life with this transit. This can also indicate entering a contract if you're not, into a partnership, but entering a contract, getting into some type of written agreement that you have always wanted to, that is in alignment with long-term dreams and goals that you may have for your life and for the future. Now, going back to having a partner, if you have a partner, then you can indicate that they are spending more time with your friends, you are spending more time together overall, and entertaining yourselves. Venus in the 11th house can talk about having this pleasant, beautiful, kind experiences with your friends, being able to express yourself freely, connecting together, being on the same page, but also having fun, because after all, Venus is the planet of fun and entertainment. Having fun together, drinking something together, watching a movie, having fun and eating something good, spending time at restaurants, drinking some wine or something, that again lets you connect with your friends, connect with acquaintances, also expanding your network during this time. But you might very well do so with a partner, or it could be that a friend turns into a partner with this transit. You feel maybe some kind of attractiveness towards a friend or an acquaintance with this transit, or it could be that they feel it towards you, and one of you guys could take a step to take this to the next level, with Jupiter really wanting you to expand in your 7th house matters. This is beautiful. I absolutely love this, if you have a partner or if you're looking to get into a partnership. This transit can also indicate that a partner of yours, for some of you Sagittariuses, is achieving a long-term dream and goal, and it affects you also because Jupiter in the 7th house, of course, it is opposite your 1st house of your identity, so it could very well affect you in a very positive way. Venus also rules your 6th house, besides the 11th house that I talked about, that Venus is very strong. But it rules your 6th house of your physical health, of your physical body. So it could be that during this transit, you are achieving some type of health goal that you may have had with a partner. Maybe you wanted to go to the gym together, or you wanted to change your diet together, or try some kind of exotic food. So with this transit, you can definitely achieve that. You can definitely receive some kind of positive rewards associated with your health, with your diet, and also workout routines, and goals that you have had in your physical body. It could also be that with this transit, for some of you Sagittariuses, a co-worker can turn into a friend, with Venus being the ruler of the 6th house of co-workers, sitting in the 11th house of friends. It could be that you're spending more time with them, you consider them as more than just a co-worker, and maybe you spend time together on one-on-ones with Jupiter in the 7th house. But this entire experience can turn out to be very pleasant again, and a very exciting to spend time together, to get to know each other, and to take this co-worker thing into the next level. Jupiter is your ruler, so this transit is very important for you. You as yourself can come across very good looking, very attractive, very pleasant to be around, very fun to be around with this transit, especially on your one-on-one interactions with others. They can be very pleasant, they can be very productive, very fruitful with this transit. Jupiter also rules your 4th house, of your family members, of your inner world, of your residents. So it could be that for some of you Sagittariuses, maybe you have a family member that you're going to enter some type of agreement with that aligns you with your long-term dreams and goals with this transit. It could also be that a family member, again, becomes a partner, and in some kind of business, in some kind of endeavor that you want to do together, but in a way that lets you, in one way or another, expand your friendship circle, and maybe spend even more time with friends together, with the family member with this transit. Jupiter is also the ruler of your emotional world, of your inner world. So it could be that you are just feeling very hopeful and optimistic with this transit about your life, about the direction that you're going, about your long-term dreams and goals for the future. You feel like your wishes can be fulfilled, and you feel very hopeful with them, with this transit. I absolutely love this. This is very important for you, Sagittarius, because you have activation of an angular house with Jupiter in the 7th house, but also Jupiter being the ruler of your 1st and 4th house. So very, very important for you, but I feel like it's more on the positive side. Generally speaking, I'm not looking at your personal charts, but generally speaking, this could be a very beautiful time for a lot of you. Please let me know in the comments how things are going for you, and if you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe. Hello dear Capricorns, Capricorn Suns, Moons and Risings. Welcome to your Venus Trine Jupiter astrology predictions. Venus is coming in a beautiful aspect to Jupiter on September 15 exactly, but the energy can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. And Venus is at 20 degrees in the sign of Libra in your 10th house. And Jupiter is at 20 degrees in the sign of Gemini in your 6th house. You're going to love this transit, Capricorns. This talks about career for you. And we all know that career is very, very important to you. But Venus in the 10th house in the sign of Libra is a very strong. It is in its own domicile. It is in its own sign. So it is manifesting in a very profound and important and strong way. So this can talk about pleasant experiences at work, especially with your co-workers. At this time, you may even receive a spotlight, Capricorns, with this transit, to where you come across as more abundant, wiser, more intelligent, and you may even receive financial rewards in your career right now, with Venus being the planet of finances in the 10th house. But you may do so in the spotlight, where other people see it, other people that are in your industry, co-workers, people that you work with. They may see your rewards, your financial rewards with this transit. This talks about, again, being in the spotlight, being into the center of the attention, but handling it very well also, because not everybody can handle that well. But for you with this transit, you're going to handle this well, Capricorns, if you are in the center of the attention at work. And if you're not working, then this talks about receiving the spotlight in one way or another in the public eye, in the way how other people see you. You can come across as more attractive, more good looking, happier, more excited about life, and also more beautiful in the physical body, with Venus ruling all these things and being in the most visible house of your chart. So you can come across as all these things in the eyes of other people, and they can notice that. They can notice the pleasantness that could be characterizing you during this transit. The 10th house is also the house of public status. So for some of you, you may change your public status or enrich your public status with this transit. And it could very well, again, be through a job. It could be through collaborations with other people. Or it could be by coming into agreement, into peace with an open enemy, with an enemy. The 6th house in ancient astrology rules over enemies. So this could also happen, again, in the public eye. Other people see it. Other people see that you are maybe coming in good terms with somebody that you did not get along in the past. Venus, besides ruling your 10th house, it also rules your 5th house of children. So it could be that there's a child that has some kind of achievement in their life, and it affects you. It affects your public status. It affects how other people see you, and you may be very well sharing the successes of a child with your co-workers, with the people that you deal with on your daily basis. This can be very positive for your children. The fifth house is also the house of your creative abilities and hobbies. So it could be that you are using a hobby, creative ability to change your status or to gain a name for yourself into the public eye. And again, you may be sharing this with other people on your daily basis, or it could be that you are getting busier on your daily routines, on your daily life, so that you can achieve this kind of status for yourself associated with your hobbies, associated with creative skills that you have, with your creativity in general. The fifth house is also the house of entertainment, of fun. So it could be that you are having more fun, maybe with coworkers during this time, eating something together, going on lunches, on dinners, drinking something together. But again, doing so in a way that is seen by others. Maybe you share something on your social media to where other people see it, or it could be that people in your industry, in your career, at your job, see that you guys are going out together more, spending more fun time together, with Venus being the planet of good times also. Jupiter rules your third house, and also your 12th house. So it could be that communication here is enhanced with your co-workers. If you're working for a lot of you Sagittariuses, you have pleasant communications. You Capricorns, but it could be that you have enhanced communication, improved communication with your co-workers. You're kind of on the same page together. You spend some good time. This could be a great time to strengthen the relationships that you have with them during this transit. And if you're not working, then this can talk about learning more things about your physical body, about your health, about your workout routines. Then in one way or another elevates your public status. It enriches your public status. Maybe whatever you're eating at this time, whatever you're taking care of in your physical body during this time is kind of visible to others, and people admire you for it. They look up to you with this transit. They could even want to be like you with these things that you're doing in your physical body and in your physical health. The sixth house is also the house of pets, and so if you decide to have a pet, you may very well do so. You may let people know about it, communicate it, maybe through social media or through people that you interact with on a daily basis, that you're having a pet now. And it could be a pet that brings joy into your household also, with Venus being in the 10th house opposite the 4th of your residence, of your house. Jupiter also rules the 12th house, and it could indicate that for a lot of changes that you may have done in your physical health, in your diet and your daily routines that you have done maybe behind the scenes, now you're getting some kind of recognition when it comes to it. You're getting the results, and people see the results. They may not see the behind the scenes work, the hard work that you've put in, but they definitely see the results with this transit with Venus in the 10th house. They can see the results in your physical body. Maybe they can see the results in your happiness, in your improved mood, whatever you have been working on in your physical health, the results can become visible during this time. This transit can also talk about using spirituality and having a stronger relationship with the Creator, with God, with the universe, that you have worked kind of behind the scenes, and you are now not sharing with the world, but people see it now. There is especially people that you deal with on a daily basis, that again could be co-workers, the cashier at the local store, the person that pumps the gas in your car, people that you say hi to and they see you on a daily basis. Maybe they see some kind of joy within you, some kind of happiness within you, that is that kind of happiness that comes from a different world, is not something that is worldly or that is necessarily attached with something material in this life. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is a very, very pleasant experience, especially with Venus being in an angular house and very strong in the 10th house. It could activate also your 4th house of your family members. You could have beautiful results and harmony and joy in your household. improve relationships with your family members, and just pure joy in your inner world, with the 4th house being opposite the 10th. And you can also come across as more pleasant and more attractive in your physical body, with 1st house being activated, but also in your partnerships, in the people that you spend your time with on one-on-ones. I absolutely love this transit for a lot of you Capricorns. I really hope it turns out to be very good. Please let me know in the comments how things are going for you, and if you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe. Hello dear Aquarius suns, moons and risings. Welcome to your Venus trine Jupiter astrology predictions. On September 15 exactly, the energy can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. We have Venus and Jupiter, the two benefics of the sky, coming in a beautiful positive aspect between each other in a trine in the sky. And you are also an air sign, Aquariuses. So this configuration is creating a beautiful positive aspect to your rising sign or sun or moon sign, whatever you have in Aquarius. If you have any planets between 17 to 23 degrees in the sign of Aquarius, then this configuration is creating a grand trine in the sky, which is a very positive configuration. The energy flows very easily, but action needs to be taken so that you can get the benefits of this energy. The energy is so subtle and so positive that sometimes we take it for granted. That's why it's very important to really take action to harness the benefits of this energy. But even if you don't have any points or planets between 17 to 23 degrees in the sign of Aquarius, you are still going to feel positive energies of Venus and Jupiter. And that is because Venus is sitting at 20 degrees exactly in Libra in your 9th house, and Jupiter is sitting at 20 degrees in Gemini in your 5th house. And both of these houses are known to be positive houses. I absolutely love this aspect in the sky. And for you Aquariuses, this can talk about broadening your horizons and expanding your belief systems, but doing so in a very positive way, very optimistic and open-minded way. Venus in the 9th house in the sign of Libra is very strong. It is in its own sign, and it is at home. So it really gives you the opportunity to learn things quickly, and just stay positive about the future, just stay optimistic about the future. The 9th house is generally ruled by Jupiter, is the house of optimism. So having Venus here, it gives such a nice touch to it, such a beautiful touch. So during this time, you may feel very optimistic. You may learn new things that get you excited about life. You can do a lot of research. You can broaden your horizons in general and even improve your lifestyle. Just learn a lot of things. But now this connection excuse me, is happening with Jupiter in the 5th house, which is the house of joy of life. This is the house of excitement. So these two planets coming together in such a beautiful configuration in positive houses, I think this could be very positive for you Aquarius. You could be one of the signs that has some of the best benefits with this transit. Now, the 5th house where Jupiter is sitting is the house of children. So it could be that for some of you Aquarius, you may be going in an international trip with one of your children. That brings you a lot of joy. You can have some wonderful time together, explore new places, explore different cultures, or just have fun and enjoy each other. The 5th house is also the house of entertainment. So definitely, you can be out there and have a few drinks, have fun, enjoy yourself, especially with your friends, because Jupiter rules your 11th house also. So it could be that you are just going out and having fun, just really enjoying life. The 5th house where Jupiter is sitting in a beautiful aspect of Venus in the 9th is also the house of creativity and hobbies. So it could be that you are deciding to use your knowledge, use your expertise to develop and expand in your hobbies, in your creative abilities with this transit. And you may be wanting to learn more and just put those creative touches in anything that you are working on, in anything that you create, you can create yourself. Venus in the 9th house can also talk about favor when it comes to legal matters that could be associated maybe with a child, or could be associated with some kind of hobby maybe that you want to monetize also. because Jupiter rules the second house of personal income. So with this transit, it could be that you are really looking into monetizing some type of hobby, and also feeling more confident expressing it to the world and to other people, and especially to a mentor. And speaking of mentors, it could also be that at this time you may meet somebody that gives you good advice, that you can build a beautiful relationship with. That could be a mentor, again, a counselor, an advisor for a lot of you. As I mentioned, Venus is very strong here. It rules the ninth house for you, but it also rules your fourth house. So this can also talk about going on trips with family members, going abroad. It can also talk about just feeling comfortable in your own skin, in your own world, when it comes to expressing your belief systems and expanding your belief systems. This can also indicate that you may think about getting a house, a residence abroad in a beautiful place, maybe an exotic place also, that makes you feel happy, makes you feel joyful, fulfilled, and excited. And this could very well be a destination that is something to have fun with Jupiter in the fifth and Venus in the ninth. But obviously that's the case for a few of you, but could definitely be a scenario for some of you Aquariuses. As I mentioned earlier, Jupiter rules your second house, which is the house of self-confidence. So for some of you, it could be that you may increase your self-confidence by interacting with people of different backgrounds during this time, and learning more about them, spending time with them, talking about things that interest you, that interest them, but being open to different cultures, being open to different perspectives of life, being open to different opinions also, and feeling comfortable, being accepting of other people's points of view. One more thing that I want to add is that Jupiter in the fifth house is really trying to expand your romantic life if you're in the market to date. And with this transit, it could indicate that you may be flirting or dating somebody that is of a different background, that is considered a foreigner, somebody that speaks foreign languages. It could be that you are communicating with this person in a foreign language, or it could indicate that for some of you, you may decide to go on a vacation with this person, go somewhere to entertain yourselves and have fun, but somewhere that is a bit far, that could be considered as an international travel. It could also be that there could be a romantic partner that challenges your belief systems, but in a good way, in a way that expands them, that teaches something new to you, and you're kind of impressed because, generally speaking, you like intelligent minds. So this could indicate somebody that's also beautiful, that it's intelligent and beautiful in their mind also, with the ninth house being the house of higher intelligence, higher mind. But I absolutely love this transit for you Aquarius, especially for you, and I really hope you get the best out of it. Please let me know in the comments how things are going for you, and if you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe. Hello dear Pisces, Pisces suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to your Venus trine Jupiter astrology predictions. On September 15, we have the two benefics coming together in a beautiful positive trine, but the energy can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after also. Venus is sitting at 20 degrees in the sign of Libra in your 8th house, and Jupiter is sitting at 20 degrees in the sign of Gemini in your 4th house. This could be a very healing time for a lot of you Pisces. You may come at peace when it comes to your fears, your self-sabotaging patterns, difficult situations that you may have experienced in the past, or traumas. You may come to peace with them and try to heal with them with this positive aspect. That is also because Jupiter is in the 4th house of your emotions, and Venus is in the 8th house that rules over these things. But Venus here is very strong. Venus is in its domicile. It rules the sign of Libra, and it can indicate that there could be very good opportunities to address certain things in your subconscious mind that you have always wanted to heal from. Venus here can give you a more positive outlook about life. It can give you more optimism when it comes to healing certain things that maybe you thought they could not be healed. The 8th house is also the house of shared resources and shared finances that you have with a family member or with a partner. And this aspect could indicate that you may receive some kind of financial reward that increases your shared resources and shared finances. And that's also because Venus in itself is a planet of money, is the planet of finances. This can indicate financial rewards also that could come from an investment, from the stock market, from dealing with other people's money. And it could make you feel very satisfied in your emotional world. It can make you feel very complete, with Jupiter being in the fourth house of your emotions. This can also indicate that you may have some kind of positive relationships with your clients if you are in the industry of dealing with other people's money, such as being an advisor, a consultant, a tax person, dealing with insurances, or if you're a psychologist or in the occult sciences, which some of you are, Pisces. But this can indicate some profound experiences with clients to where you connect together at the emotional level. This could bring very, very positive relationships with them. The connection that's happening between the 8th and the 4th can also talk about healing when it comes to traumas with family members. This can be a good day or a good period of time to connect with family members and talk about things that maybe you have not agreed on in the past, or to where you maybe have hurt each other, them to you or you to them, and now you can come to peace with these individuals with this transit. Jupiter is really looking to expand your fourth house. So it could indicate that some of you Pisces are literally expanding your home, your residence. Maybe you are beautifying it. Maybe you're making it look more abundant. You're giving it more character. Some of you may be even using cultural things to decorate it. And Venus in the 8th is helping you do this transformation in your fourth house matters. Do this transformation in your home, but in a way that you are at peace with this transit. For others of you Pisces, Jupiter in the fourth house could indicate the expansion of your family, maybe through a family member joining you, through even having a child, through a child that is moving in with you also. And you are experiencing transformation, especially also because Saturn is in your first house. So you may be experiencing a lot of things in different areas of your life, but especially with this transit, there could be some positive transformations that are happening in your household, in your residence. Maybe you are beautifying it again. Maybe you are using occult decorations also to make your house, your place of residence, look with more character. But it also could indicate again welcoming somebody in your home, but somebody that you have a good feeling about, that your third eye or your intuition is telling you that it's going to be a good experience with them. And Venus is very strong here, as I mentioned, but also Venus rules your third house of communications. So it could also indicate that you may have some kind of transformation in the way how you talk to other people. You may work on your subconscious level during this transit when it comes to the way how you talk to others and relate to them. And Venus here is giving you the strength to have that transformation so that you can have more pleasant communications with others. Venus also rules the thinking process for you Pisces. So, and with Venus in the 8th house now, transiting the 8th house, it can indicate that you are transforming the way how you think, how you talk to yourself, your inner world in a very profound way, but shifting it towards positivity, shifting it to more optimism and excitement about the future. I also do want to say that Venus in the 8th house could also indicate some bedroom, beautiful, profound experiences that can make you feel very attractive, that can be very fiery, very sensual also at the same time with this transit. So you can definitely do that as well, and you might as well do it in the comfort of your home with Jupiter in the 4th house. Now going to Jupiter, it is a ruler, so you can be the initiator of all the things that I talked about, but these changes and transformations can indicate that it's going to have a good impact on your personality, on your identity, and who you are as a person. Jupiter also rules your 10th house, of career and public reputation. And again, this could indicate that you feel like you can work from home also during this time, but also be able to transform something related to your work. Maybe some of you are even switching careers to where you go from being in the public eye to working from home, and you are also feeling comfortable in doing so. And again, with Jupiter in the fourth house, you may be experiencing changes when it comes to your household, expansion, and sometimes challenges also, because let's not forget that Jupiter has been in a square to Saturn. So definitely there could have been a lot of challenges. But generally speaking, this aspect could talk about healing, could talk about financial rewards, could talk about exploring the bedroom, could talk about having pleasant experiences with family members. It is generally speaking a beautiful aspect, and harmonious days also that you can experience. But do not forget that trines are subtle in nature. As aspects, the energy flows very easily, so in order for you to gain the best out of it, you need to take action. And wherever we have trines in our chart, we feel very comfortable, and sometimes we take those blessings for granted. So if you want to have benefits in your fourth and eighth house matters, make sure to take action during this time. But this is what I have for you, Pisces, for this transit. Please let me know in the comments how things are going for you. And if you liked and resonated with this video, please remember to give it a like and to subscribe.